We're here again! Hello, my lovely friends. Welcome back to another episode of Darkness and Dragons. We're so happy to have you all here and excited for our very first host on Level Up Dice. We're also starting our after show on Level Up Dice, so that'll be at 9:30 tonight. So after you're done the show, take some time, make a mocktail, and join us to chat about the game and hear us probably get grilled on our decisions and our.
Oh, I hope so.
It's gonna be real fun. It's gonna be real fun. So you guys should try to make it. Okay. So again, you can find that on Level Up Dice, and you can also find all the information in our, I don't know, doobly-doo, whatever the thing's called below that you're looking at. So yeah, come hang out with us. So let's get to the game. So welcome back, folks, to the world of Azera. I'm your Dungeon Master, Melissa, and with me, as always, is...
Me, Laura, and I am playing Verity / Ryan. I'm sorry, I'm putting the links in the chat. I'm putting the links in the chat. I'm doing business. And I'm playing Verity / Ryan, the Aasimar Rogue.
Hi, I'm Luna. I'm playing Brillia, our favorite Tiefling Warlock.
Michael playing Ariana, the happy-go-lucky necro druid.
I'm Bree, and I'm playing Lenore, the Shadowfell Cleric, and I'm very ghostly today. Ooh.
And if we're coming up, then I am Ian. I am playing Tabby, the doesn't have fleas tabaxi bard. I think that's a good way to put it right now, yes.
Hello, I'm Hannah, and I am playing Fenner, the Fey Wanderer Ranger. Blah, blah, blah.
Awesome. So we'll give you a little bit of background about kind of what we've been up to. But if this is your first episode with us, it's a good place to start because there's been some big decisions about what to do next. So our party last season caused a bit of chaos by assassinating a royal and basically helping to overtake and overthrow an empire. And then last game they found out that maybe there's some rioting in the streets now as a result of their actions.
Oh, thank goodness.
Yeah, like normal things that people do. So we've sort of come to a crossroads as such. So in the last game we had, the team started more than a few fires, literally and figuratively speaking, as they reunited the Hillguard family. So we finally wrapped up that underground plot and helped out the dwarven nobles to make some equality in their ranks. Tabby and Brillia were finally made aware of Versen and Verity's royal heritage through a gossip column delivered by their peppy new friend, Fenner. Versen now has a very sexy scar, just so everyone is aware. It's very nice. Fenner also brought news from Carrot Cake, including a sticky letter from a strange party member, Elly. The party recognized the urgent need to deal with the tensions in Caracat, with a fork in the road presented, and party members struggling with which path to take. We are uncertain if they'll end up in the Feywild or take a journey back home to help lost allies.
Dun dun dun.
So, yeah, last time you were sitting in the woods, enjoying some nice bardic music and trying to figure out what to do next and whether or not you want to try to go to the Feywild for a training montage.
It's a tough call to make.
Yes.
It really is.
I mean, I've always wanted to go to the Feywild.
It does sound like it'll be a fun place. And look
It
how
is a very cool place.
Yeah.
you can't end up looking like that without, it being in a cool, fun place. I want the gradient of fur, please. That's it. I just want to have colored rosettes and stripes. It just sounds like it'll be I want to be a holographic tabaxi.
Sounds like a good time.
I'm just trying to imagine Lenore being all bright and colorful, and it's very hard.
Yeah,
bright
Lenore-
and colorful on the inside.
Yes, you are.
Lenore, when you were debating what to do, you had a really strong feeling that the Raven Queen, your patron, wanted you to go. She
Yes.
wants to see you. I don't think you told anybody, though. Are you trying to be a subtle voice of maybe we should go immediately to go see my patron, but not?
I think it just dawned on me, right? I was praying in my little nest that I built, and it's kind of just hit me. So I guess I'm going to assess how everyone's doing and then get my convincing on. So how's everyone else looking? What are we all up to at the moment?
I'm still playing flute.
Yeah.
That's getting me by.
Mm-hmm.
I think you notice Brillia is just being calmed down by Koss right now. Because it's towards the end of the conversation that happened last game. So
Yeah, Brillia and Koss are just like sitting together and having a nice intimate conversation about what it means and life and death and whether or not it's right to even murder Cade, because, you know, he's still life, he's still sacred.
No one being should have that many souls at their hands.
Yes,
Literal souls.
the Raven Queen is not happy about those trap souls, and we need to get some shit done. How's Verity looking today?
I mean, even from that, she's not convinced that this is a great idea.
Does she look cranky? Than usual.
Probably.
Yeah,
probably.
roll for crankiness.
Roll for crankiness.
I feel like that's a con
Roll
save.
for cranky.
Yeah, it'd be a save, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Con or wisdom.
Con or wisdom.
Are you rolling? I'm not joking.
You want me to actually? Oh, sorry. That's funny. Okay, that's an 11.
11 in cranky.
Yeah.
11 in cranky.
Does that mean that she's really cranky, or she's not as cranky as she'd like to be?
She's like a baby that had a nap earlier in the day when she shouldn't have, and you're
God.
getting, it's gonna get bad, right?
Melissa,
like down the line.
I feel
when bedtime comes,
like
you're like, oh god.
I feel like you're underestimating how horrible that is. That is like a 1 if you rolled a 1.
Yeah.
But at the current moment, she's okay.
Uh-huh.
She's a little cranky, but you just know it could get a lot worse.
It's coming. It's coming.
It's
Okay.
coming.
The storm
Calm
is
before
coming.
the storm. Yep.
Yeah. I'm curious.
Verity. Oh, sorry. Go ahead,
I'm
Tabby.
just curious whether the Falcon would like to, see a cool world. He wants to be a world traveler, it seems like now.
I turned to Arson. I'm like, yeah, you want to go to the Feywild? It'd be like we can hide a little bit longer out there.
First off, are we still sticking with the Falcon thing? I was 21. Come on, guys. Really?
I mean, it was on the letters in the mail. So, I mean, you really should, because, otherwise I may have to take your mail back.
Mm-hmm.
How would it? But it already got delivered.
You underestimate my skills.
I'm scared now.
Yeah, that's a threat. He says, I don't know. I mean, it's hard not to think my father won't find some way to screw us over if we leave, but we should be stronger if we're going to fight him. Also, I'm the only one of you who's not magical, so I don't even know what it would be like there.
Well, maybe that puts you at an advantage. Because, I mean, if what I've read about the Feywild is true, they can usually twist the magics into things that aren't necessarily all that good.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if everything I've heard is true, then my father taking the souls of innocents and using them to make magical items is true, then if he had access to the Feywild, that would be incredibly more dangerous.
Mm-hmm.
Well, let's not let that happen. Hey?
Right.
Sounds like that would be really, really bad.
Yes, you're right. We'll stop him. I know we will. And he looks over at Verity with his sick little puppy dog eyes and says, what do you think?
I think it's a terrible idea. I think the only one of us who's ever been to the Feywild is Fenner. And no offense, we just met you. We're literally
that's
going to
fair.
just fuck off to another dimension. That's the plan.
I mean, it worked for me when I got kicked out of school.
Yeah, I literally fucked off to this dimension, and it's working out fine.
Is it Lenore? Is it everything you dreamed and more?
Look, I've rescued a lot of souls for the Raven Queen, and I think this is a great opportunity to further my work. So, yes, actually, it's going quite well.
It's not fucking off exactly. It's doing training, right? I mean, how badly can it go?
On a scale of 1 to 10?
20?
Well, Fenner did say there was a
Possibly
small
more.
chance that we'd be gone for like longer than anticipated.
And we're keeping in mind that there is rioting in Karakat, and that's where Elly is, right? Like, we're keeping that in mind. And there's no guarantee that we'll go to the Feywild and return at the same time so that things in Karakat haven't gotten worse.
And
We're
there's no
keeping that in mind,
guarantee.
right?
There's no guarantee we can go to Karakat and, get to Karakat either. I mean, we could even go on the way there and get stopped by Cade or something.
Yes, and just get very murdered. That's my
murder
concern.
times. I don't want blood on this.
Remember, we don't necessarily blend in.
I'm
and
tall.
going to Karakat, I think we'll have targets on a lot of us who are more colorful and less human looking.
I'm technically not allowed back in.
And there's that.
Minor.
Wait, aren't you a champion?
Yeah, but like part of the condition of that was that I wasn't allowed to go back.
Wait, you're a champion of Karakat? Do you have a cool name too? Oh my god, this is amazing!
Yeah.
He's royalty, she's royalty, you're a champion. What am I missing?
This is going to be a fantastic working vacation for you.
Yeah, I've never had one of those before, so I'm kind of excited. But I'll just do whatever you guys need me to. So you just tell me what you need, and I'll be there.
All right. So it seems like there's a little bit of an unsureness between the group. So shall we put it to diplomacy and vote?
I could just try and magically ease you into wanting to come.
This is getting the cauldron all over again.
Yes.
Trying to get me in the cauldron.
To be fair, you should have gotten the cauldron. It was fun in there.
Yeah, and this cauldron's colorful this time.
See how well the cauldron worked out?
I don't want to get in the cauldron.
Happened while we were in the cauldron. It's not
There's
like
one
one of our
cauldron.
party died while we were in the cauldron.
The cauldron was horrible. Do you remember what happened in the cauldron?
Yeah, I also remember whilst we were in the cauldron that our dryad friend was very murdered.
Torn apart.
I don't know what this cauldron is, but
I don't know
I don't know
either,
if it
Fenner.
sounds
I'm
or
also
scary.
very confused.
All I know is that the cauldron happened. I
Sorry,
don't remember
pause.
it per se, but I saw my family all in tears after my dad died again, and that was bad.
Yeah, I ripped off my skin.
Oh, it became my skin, didn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Or my dad's skin. One of them. We have the
I
same
think it was
cauldron.
your dad's skin.
Yeah, we have the same
But-
cauldron. I can't
Cauldron
tell at the
sounds
time.
pretty horrible from
It
what
was,
I
know what?
it was a dream cauldron.
Maybe staying here is the equivalent of getting in the cauldron. Maybe we need to get out of the cauldron. Look, all I can say is that the Raven Queen is speaking to me, and speaking is probably being like a little bit kind. She's screaming at me, saying, "Go to the Feywild."
Well, I wouldn't want to get in between that.
And if we don't go, we may be inundated with ravens. So it's
I
either
am
bird
hungry.
attack or go to the Feywild, I think.
Yeah, does anyone want to roll to see how many ravens there are?
Can I?
I will.
Sure.
Okay.
You know, in
Perception?
my experience,
Yeah, perception. Perception for ravens.
in
Anybody
my
who wants.
experience, ravens really aren't that kind of a bird. They're not very nice.
Excuse me.
I'm just saying from personal experience. Maybe your ravens are different, but when I'm on my own, they're not very nice.
16.
Did you both get a 16?
I got one.
Again. Twins again.
Okay, there are at least 20 ravens sitting in the trees around you.
At least they're not magpies.
There's a
I
lot of
think it's
ravens.
unwise to anger a god right now with refusing to let her follower do what was asked.
I'm casting mage armor.
Duly noted.
Yeah, Verity is going to be bald by the end of this.
Stop stealing my hair. Your ravens are so
Me! I'm not stealing your hair.
creepy.
Lenore's
I
gonna have
haven't collected it.
Lenore's gonna have a nest full of Verity's hair.
That is what I make my nest with now. It's just long silver hair. Thank you, everyone, for making my character so creepy.
And I'm not shedding right now, so that's not mine.
Poor
I'll
Verity's
get you
gonna be
later,
bald.
Tabby.
All right. So, are you going to use your magical powers to sort of try to force your party into it, or are you going to try to convince?
I'd really love for you to come willingly, Verity.
I don't want any part of this, and I just back up.
Yeah, I'm following Tabby with that. I'm just like,
Centers with Tabby.
Just to clarify, I don't want to like trick you into coming. I just thought that maybe that nice calm emotion spell would make you feel a little bit better about it. You can willingly fail. Like it's like taking a Valium, I guess, before you get on a plane. I just was hoping to make the trip a little easier for you.
What's a plane?
Tabby, what's a plane? I don't.
Oh,
We're on
it's
the
from a
material
different plane. Don't worry.
Yeah, we're on the material plane. And
Yeah,
then
it's when you
the-
ship
so are they
them.
fluttering
Oh,
closer to
yeah.
us? Like it looks like, yeah.
I just
No,
don't know
they're
if
all
Valium is-
creepily just sitting there and staring. Like they're just like all surrounding you, just like.
I found a very small bush I'm crouching behind, very obviously, and just
I'm not even bothering to couch. I'm just standing right
Tabby?
next to him.
Tabby, don't you hunt my ravens.
no promises.
Tabby,
I don't
Be
have
a
any
good
bird
boy.
meat.
you have eggs.
Can't
You're
spare any
fine.
birds.
All right, I'm gonna go do some packing of an unpacked bag that's packed. You guys do this, and I'm gonna roll stealth to get away.
Okay.
Should I do it with disadvantage since I'm actively being
absolutely-
watched?
I'm absolutely watching him to make sure he's not eating my birds.
Sure. Do an opposed perception and stealth check. Let's see
How
how
about I
sneaky.
just go, Tappy likes to be invisible and vanishes.
Can
And
I
you just
say?
hear,
Can I see if before he vanishes if I can like grab him with my tail? Like nope.
Like tail grabbing.
Yes.
okay, so it's Dex. Okay.
All right, let's see.
What are we doing?
Oh.
Okay.
Try to.
I rolled a 24 for perception.
All right.
Okay. Now, are we
Alright.
calling that an attack to grab him? What are we calling that?
Yeah, I guess
Like
it's
a grapple?
Oh,
This is a
a
grapple.
Yeah.
Oh, that's gonna go poorly.
I have a -1 to strength, but nonetheless, that's an 18 on the grapple. And my
You're
stealth,
gone. You're
my,
gone.
my stealth was a 25 because I rolled a 19.
Oh my gosh, I rolled a 19, but I only have +5 to perception, not +6. Please don't murder my birds, Tabby.
I hear that as I go in the distance.
Just
And
like
he's gone.
so, Tabby is now invisible, possibly hunting birds, and Lenore's just like, Tabby, stop! Guys, stop it!
These are my family. You're eating my family.
You hear in the distance, not yet, I'm not.
I mean, to be fair, if he attacks, then he'll become visible. So
Mhm.
just keep an eye out.
Do you think I can like speak with animals? These burbs?
Yeah, I mean they're just ravens.
I think I'm gonna walk up to one and cast speak with animals on it.
Okay. What are you gonna ask it?
Hello.
Go, 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 go.
Go. Yeah, you want us to go?
Go.
Can I ask why?
It like stands up on its back legs and like does the big flappy thing that they do, a little dance.
I'm sorry. I don't speak sign language. I don't have that comprehend language skill yet.
It swoops down towards your head and like
Oh,
flies
hello.
just over top of you, like a like hunting birds do, where they like. And if we learned anything from Dragon Age, swooping is bad.
So we're not going to get like a reason. We want to go.
Gotta go. She wants to see you. Gotta go.
Who's she?
Gotta go. She's there. She's there.
Okay. Right, but there's a lot of she's, like me she or her she or.
Nope.
Imshi.
Nope.
Okay, cool. Ravens are saying we should probably go.
And did you see that swooping? I told you they're kind of mean.
They
I've been
are.
telling you that
It's
they're
close
saying
to
we have
me.
to go.
You see Tabby in the distance being chased by like 5 ravens. We have to go!
Tabby.
Sprinting like across,
Tabby.
fully revealed.
How fast does Tabby run again?
He can dash and double his movement in the same turn, so he's going 120 feet a 6 seconds.
Second, damn.
Gotta go
That cat's
fast.
booking it.
He's going. Do you want the travel calm, Verity, or do you want to just go?
Fine. No, do the calm. I'm telling you, this is a bad idea. It's a bad idea. Don't say that I would. Don't say that I didn't
say
say
it.
Here to anger a goddess, so let's
You
just.
can say I told you so, hey? And then I cast calm emotion. And are you willingly failing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
So she's indifferent.
I feel like Arsene makes some kind of some kind of joke about like I've seen that look before.
Me too.
He glares at you. All right, Fenner, is there anything you need to do to begin the plane shift?
Well, I will just say that this is a very strange start to a vacation. Wow, this is crazy, but let's do this. I just need everybody to hold hands because they need to be touching me if we want to go to the same plane together.
Can I point out the fact that you're a flight attendant and you're guiding us on this trip? Yes. I love that. Sorry.
Excuse me, ma'am. I'm actually a post gnome.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what this flight attendant is that you speak of, but I bet they would be really cool.
I
guess I am a plane attendant today.
It's never been more literal than it is today.
Yes.
All right, so I just need everybody to hold hands real quick.
Okay.
Oh yeah, immediately.
All right, everyone's got their goodies on hand. You're gonna leave your cart here and hopefully just come back to it.
A bunch of the ravens land on me.
Okay, you're gonna bring some ravens with you?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, all right.
I mean, it's everything like within a 15-foot radius, so I rolled a natural 20, so we do not end up in a random location. So
Nice.
we do indeed make it to the Feywild.
Well, let's see what happens. So, as Fenrir focuses her energies, holding tight to her amulet, you feel yourselves become disconnected with the world. Your feet are on the ground, but you're not standing on the ground. It's like you're in a bubble, with the edges becoming more defined as she guides your path. The world around you flickers. It's like you're in the same woods, but somehow they're brighter. There's a feral beauty into this world. You can taste the magic in the air. As your vision begins to overtake the normal world as you know it, suddenly your stomach lurches as if the ground is pulled from beneath your feet. Everything goes dark. When you open your eyes, you know only one thing. You're not in the Feywild. Again, this world shares similarities to the one you came from. But where there was a copse of trees, there's now a pile of bones gnawed by large, sharp teeth. The ground beneath your feet is bare, except for tufts of dying grass and sharp stones. A sense of fear and despair soaks into your bones like a cold rain. There's no doubt you're in the Shadowfell.
Major emotions last.
This has never happened before. I've never.
This is such a good place, Fenner. I love it.
That's great, but this is not the Feywild. I mean, don't get me
better than I thought it was going to be.
All right, let's go around and get everyone's reactions. Fenner, do you want to try to figure out what the heck happened?
I swear, Elfalor, you told me that I did this thing, and I've done it how many times? Like hundreds of times. I don't understand why this isn't working. Why didn't this work? I mean, I didn't ask to go to the Shadowfell. Who did? She's just sitting there mumbling, like looking around, trying to figure out why this has not worked for the 200th time that she's done this.
Fair enough. Let's do a survival check.
All right. Ooh, good thing my survival is pretty good. 12.
12. Okay. Nothing went wrong. You were absolutely positive that you did everything right. Whatever has happened, it is outside of your control.
So I just want to let you all know that I did exactly what I usually do, and it should have worked out fine. However, it did not. But it wasn't me.
Yes.
That's all. I did my duty as best as I could. I'm so sorry.
It's okay.
Good,
I don't
though.
think you
did such
wanted.
a good job.
Yeah, I don't think you wanted to leave us in an area where there are gnawed off bones and just general creepiness.
I don't really like this place very much, but it's okay. We'll make it work.
Lenore,
Yes.
do you want to maybe explain how you look and maybe how you're feeling?
So Lenore does not look anything like what you're used to seeing. She is very, very thin. Her cheeks are sunken. She looks like she's aged hundreds of years. She looks like she is on the brink of death, and her hair that was kind of blue and vibrant and dark at the roots is now thin and wispy and graying. Her eyes are very dark and hollowed, and she looks entirely different from the person that you've used to seeing on the material plane.
Do we still recognize you as Lenore, though? That's my question.
I look, my skin is
Mhm.
is also grayed and looks almost dead and rotting. And I look like the same person, but I look like
Okay.
I'm decaying.
Lenore, are you okay?
Fenrir
Like,
screams and runs behind Tabby.
are you
Lenore,
okay? Like, do you need healing? Are you?
Welcome home, I guess.
You look so good.
Thank you, Ariana. I
Wow.
really appreciate that.
What's your regiment? That's so cool.
So this is where I'm from.
Okay.
I guess that the Queen had other plans for us.
I have one
Okay.
question. Do all these bones not have any marrow in them anymore? I was hoping there'd at least be a little bit, but they seem old.
Yeah, they're not great. I mean, you could give them a, bit of a suck, but yeah, they're pretty hollowed out.
The marrow is what makes the broths worthwhile. And he throws it to the ground, and it's like shatters in slow mo.
I need to warn you guys. I know you know that I usually have a lot of self-control and I'm very well-tempered and easy to deal with. That might change a little bit now that we're home. I'll do my best. I'm sure it'll be fine.
Change in what ways?
It's a little harder for me to be, I guess, elven when I'm here.
Okay. That's fine.
I'm not exactly, yeah. I
That's
mean,
fine.
I'm maybe just like a wee bit cursed. Just a little.
You're cursed too?
Yeah.
What?
I mean, it's quite common, really, isn't it? Curse.
Yeah, it
I mean,
is. You're like the
especially in
third or fourth
Shadowfell.
person, yeah.
Yeah, you're about to meet a whole lot more.
Shadowfell, is that where we are?
Oh yes. Welcome. Things might get a bit weird.
Did you say we're gonna
It's
get
already
cursed?
pretty weird. Yeah, I would prefer not to be cursed.
I don't. No. I don't think you'll get cursed. It's just that quite a lot of us here are, pretty
That's
cursed.
just the nature of some of the people who live on this plane. They're just cursed. You just surprised me very quickly all of a sudden.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Sorry.
I mean, it makes sense that we went to the Shadow Plane or Shadowfell rather than the Feywild, because aren't they supposed to be like mirrored one another? Like one is very bright and vibrant and yay, and the other one's like devoid of that. And
I guess it depends on your personal taste, Ariana. I mean, you don't really want to come into someone's home and just tell them they're devoid of all happiness, but
I didn't say happiness. I said color.
Oh, also joy. It's fine. It's fine. I'm calm. Everything is fine. I'm going to be a joy to be around. Maybe not quite as much as my mirror self in the Feywild, but
it's just like the books that I've read that called it like the domains of dread, which kind of it's like the opposite of joy.
Yeah.
Now who needs to roll for cranky?
Roll with disadvantage.
I just get to fail that the whole time.
Yeah. Speaking of Verity, you were absolutely right. Are you gonna say I told you so? You could do a little dance.
How long does calm emotions last?
Oh,
a minute. It's gone.
It's gone?
Yeah.
I think I'm probably just like arms crossed, just breathing, just fuming, just in silence, just trying to calm down.
Well, if this is home, it looks like your goddess wanted you here, so let's just do what we have to do here. Because I'm not gonna lie, I don't really like it here. No offense, Lenore.
Oh yeah, no, totally fine.
I mean, I kind of like it here. I wouldn't mind staying for a little bit.
All right, you guys are here one way or the other. You feel a sense of like dread, like it's pulling you down, and you just want to sit down and be like, forget all this. You can all roll some kind of save. Choose whichever you like that you will try to do to, stay well.
I get like some kind of an advantage because like I'm legit enjoying this as.
Yeah,
oh my goodness!
I feel like you and Lenore are both. You guys are doing fine.
Okay, and you said whichever save of our choosing.
Yeah. Give me a reasoning for how it's gonna help you.
I have a 24 charisma save. I'm just trying to keep myself like cracking jokes a little bit, being like, "Oh no, it's so sad here. I only can play in minor keys on my flute," and I start playing a little kind of janky little a sad tune that's really upbeat still though.
I like that. 24.
Yeah,
that's working pretty well.
+6.
Fenner is gonna roll just a survival check, just to she's gonna count on her, like, I know how to do this, I've been here before, and even though I don't like it, I've been here before and I can do this. And she rolled a 23.
That's not bad. You're doing surprisingly well. It's extra hard for you because you're so in touch with the Feywild. Like, as you look at stuff, it's like, oh, in the Feywild, that would be a field full of flowers. Oh, it's a river of flood now. That's nice, I guess.
I got an 18 charisma save. I am also trying to be very peppy and just all the customer service fake smiles are happening right now.
Yeah. You were definitely giving up that aura to your party members, but it's not working as well on you. Like you know, and Koss knows. Verity.
Can I do a persuasion for both like myself and Arsene? Like pep talk, like this is fine. I mean, I said it's good. Didn't say this was going to be bad. I did say that, but it's fine, right? It's all going to be fine. We've done harder things than this. I mean, we'll just we'll walk until we can leave, and we'll get back, and then we will never go to Feywild again. Like I said, we should have done in the first place. But this isn't a problem. This isn't a problem, right?
Sure.
Okay. Oh, that's good. 25.
Damn.
Yeah, all right. You're all doing pretty well considering this is like, the saddest place on Earth. The saddest place, like, parallel to Earth. As Ariana pointed out, the Feywild and the Shadow Plane exist on top of the material plane, so they're all just kind of the exact same place. So you didn't so much move as you are exactly where you were. Somebody roll a perception check.
Sure.
14. No, 16.
24.
Okay. And then I'll need somebody else, or a couple somebody else's, to roll nature.
Oh, I can do that. Okay. 18.
Not bad. All right. So you look around, and there are lots of disgusting piles of rotting flesh, and you can see movement of creatures that look like they're trailing bits of their own body behind them as they move. And far off in the distance, you can see a giant city. And Ariana, you're pretty sure it's in the same direction that Karakat was in.
Cool. That's neat. I think we should go that way.
It's a big old city there. That's how far
Yeah.
away is that? Is that like actual size, or is that like illusion? That's big.
Yeah, or what is that? As our local guide,
Yeah, Lenore, do you want to?
Sorry, I was a little distracted by all of the dead things. Yes, that is the city. The city, I mean, it's pretty much, as Ariana said, it's pretty much the same as Earth. It's just mirrored. So, I mean, we have our own version of Karakat.
Sadder Karakat.
And that it seems like where Karakat was is the city of Gloomworth. Just the capital of this place? That's fine. That's fine.
Everyone's super happy there because it just mirrors the material plane, because they're also depressed in Karakat.
So from my
fine.
understanding,
Maybe they'll be super happy.
From my understanding, it might be the opposite of happy. In the Feywild, if you had like a scale, right? You have the plane we were just on, right? Your normal home plane. That's like neutral. There's some evil people, there's some happy people. It's kind of a mix of both. The Feywild, well, that's just, I'd like to say it's a very, very extreme version of happy, so much that some people are very idiotic and not logical thinkers, but it's kind of the way it goes. Well, the Shadowfell, well, that's the opposite of the Feywild. So like, it's not happy, and a lot of people are bad. I'm not saying all.
Yeah, I mean, we're not
all.
just all innately evil just because we come from this plane. I think that's a little bit.
And it's true, because everybody in the Feywild is also not good just because it's a very vibrant place. There are some very wicked people in the Feywild, and you have to be careful. That being said, we're going to have to be extra careful if we're going to stay here in the Shadowfell. That being said, do we have to go somewhere in the Shadowfell? Because I can't take you anywhere unless we have an idea in mind. And I know there's a giant creepy city right there, and we could totally go there, but it's not going to be number one on my vacation list for this first vacation of mine.
I think that there is a reason that we're here, obviously, because the Ravens were very adamant that we come, and then the Raven Queen's obviously just given us a little bit of a steer in this direction. So I would suggest that we look for some birds and we have a little pray and see if maybe she wants to be a bit more vocal about why we're here.
Or we could just talk to the crows again. Like, that's not hard.
Completely simplify my religion. That's fine.
I mean, I'm just doing what I usually do. I don't really pray to a specific god, so I just kind of talk to the locals.
I don't even know where to start. I'll go follow the ravens.
Or if you are really worried about, in a way, losing yourself or being like a more, is the word feral? Is that fair to say?
I wouldn't take that as an insult from you, Tabby. It seems like
Thank you.
Go ahead, feral Lenore.
I just don't have the good words for it, but I
unhinged, perhaps.
I like that word very much. So, well, if you need, I feel like you'll be able to keep it together. I feel you. This is a strong place for you. I understand. So, I have faith in you to keep good, and I'm gonna start playing some flute and bardically inspire you for the
Aw.
just to keep a safety net.
I was just gonna say that's very lovely of you, Tabby. I really
Yes.
appreciate it. It's not that it's kind of like when you go home to visit your parents. Like it's not awful. It's just a little bit uncomfortable sometimes. You know, I do love it here. I love my Shadowfell family. It's all right. Yes. I mean, everyone here is dead. If that helps.
That's very fair.
Mm.
That's fair.
Maybe you'll get to visit your parents while we're here. Are they a bit lost?
I think my father will be. I'm not sure. I don't even know if my mom's dead. I haven't seen her in so long. I just don't know how. But that is it. So I mean.
He is probably the best place to see if you can find him.
I think so.
He might be a bit feral.
I wouldn't expect anything less of him.
Mm.
And that's a D8 to add to your rolls if you need to.
Yeah, it's
I believe
definitely
so.
10 minutes.
Just in case.
Fenner,
Save you looking.
Fenner's also going to take this chance because it looks like Lenore's leading, that she's going to try and cover up their tracks so that they don't get any unwanted visitors following.
Very smart. Somebody's thinking ahead.
It's my job.
Shall you roll survival?
Sure, why not? That's a 10.
Cool. You grab a stick and you start doing the sweepy thing.
This is not like the Feywild, but I'll do my best here. We'll just kind of do a little bit of that. Oh, that looks kind of, it looks like a flower. Maybe I'll just finish the power. Oh, there it is. Okay.
I mean, to be fair, there's nothing here you're used to using, so.
Everything here is dead.
So, Lenore, you lead the group towards your ravens where they are cawing at the side of this pretty massive pile of bones. And you see a woman sitting at the base of them. She's almost like reclining in it, but on the ground. So it's half like I got cut down in battle and I'm leaning against a wall, and half I'm sitting on my throne.
Do I recognize her in any way?
Bad dead people go, or good dead people, or all dead people?
It's more like confused dead people.
Right.
Confused and like they're agitated confusion, like for years here, or confused in a more positive lens?
It's more, so you know how I tend to, for lack of a better word, harvest souls?
I was not aware of this, but okay.
Well, welcome to my hometown and just a brief intro to my religious practices. I can sense, in a way, I guess, if someone is lost or unattached and needs guidance. And so I will take that soul and I will send it here. So it is not a bad place. I mean, it's not the nine hells. It's not a good place either. It's not. It's.
So is this like the waiting room?
Yes.
Okay.
Essentially, and then the Raven Queen can help them find purpose.
Okay, that's better than I was mentally thinking. Thank you. I needed the clarification.
Yes.
To the question of whether or not this is someone who you recognize, Verity, you recognize her immediately at the same moment that Arsene says, "Mom?"
Oh, shit.
Hi! Remember us?
She raises her gaze towards you. She focuses on Ariana first because it's the easiest, and says, "Oh, it's you again."
It's us.
Can the dead people here hurt us? Can we touch them? Can they touch us? Can they?
I assume so.
Yeah. Yep.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
What's that?
That was the one that tripped over me and then fell, and she kind of cut off her head.
Wait, is that the one that gravity helped kind of?
That's the one.
Oh,
okay.
It's really good to see your head attached to your body again. That's pretty cool.
I actually didn't know it was severed.
Look, sometimes accidents happen with people's heads, I guess, and
That doesn't sound like an accident. It takes a lot of...
really, look, I'm trying to work with what I've got here.
I was really high up. I couldn't see a whole lot, but I mean, it might have been an accident. Verity, was that?
Oh my god, I'm sweating.
Speak up, girl.
Penelope, I am seeing you again. That is unexpected.
I thought I'd be free of you all here. Suppose it is hell.
Surprise.
I mean, not technically.
Do you want to carry me back up this pile and throw me again?
You want that?
I want you to leave me alone.
Okay. I start walking away.
What's Arsene doing? Like, is he freaking out?
He is definitely freaking out, and he is just holding your hand to the death grip.
Okay. I'm gonna just pat him on the chest.
At least if you're here, Arsene, I know your brother's the one on the throne. Not that it matters.
Yes, Atlas is emperor now.
Have the riots begun?
Wait, I'm confused. You said leave you alone, but you're so engaging with us. Did you want us to leave you alone, or do you want to talk? I can go either way. I just need to know. You're saying a little bit of mixed signals here.
Do what you want.
Okay.
Is this Shadowfell apathy that we're feeling, or has she always been like this?
Honestly, it's hard to tell. I didn't really get a good reading of her when she was alive.
He's angry. She was angry. This is not normal Penelope.
Oh, okay. Well, do you want to catch up with your son a little?
Are you still making more bad decisions sticking with these good-for-nothings? Arsene takes a second to try to stabilize himself a little bit emotionally and says, I am trying to fix what you did, Mother. She just sort of waves him off, like, yes, whatever, I've heard this before.
You can't even be a little bit nicer now that you're dead.
Why would I? I have no reason to do anything anymore.
Well, maybe you've had time to think and regret your choices and do something differently?
I do regret my choices, you're right. All that work to leave my sons something worth carrying on, worth putting their name to. And all I have is one son who can't keep riots from the street and one son who's a traitor. Decades of work for nothing.
Decades of genocide for nothing.
Exactly.
I'm gonna dive at her throat.
Cool. Do a what's that check you do to see who goes
Grapple?
first?
Or
No.
initiative?
Initiative.
Initiative.
Oh, goodness.
Do it, do it, do it.
Not the worst.
Do some initiative.
14.
Cool. Jesus Christ. I'm sorry, Tabby.
That's okay.
As Tabby begins to move, she moves like lightning, picking up a two-handed greatsword that was hidden amongst the bones.
Nice.
She raises it and slices it across Tabby's chest, doing 19 slashing damage.
No, our little
Okay,
fairy
yeah.
boy.
3 of us, and the only reason that we 3 lived is because we pushed her off a tower. It's the only reason we're still alive. We did not defeat her.
She picks it up, she does like a full swipe with it, and then her hands just kind of go limp back into the bones that are all dry.
You mind if I just kill her?
Can you kill somebody that's dead?
Oh,
I mean, I can raise it. Hey, what would happen if I like raised you into a zombie?
Please don't.
But you said I could do what I want, and I really want to do that.
She looks at our son, she says, really? These ones. That's who you betrayed your family for, these people.
You weren't treating him like your family for what I've heard.
Oh, look at you. Did you bring me some bread?
Can I cast Animate Dead? I would like to cast it just to see what happens.
Sure.
I cast Animate Dead.
You're like, I'm just gonna do it.
I'm gonna just do it.
Cool. Her body seems to begin to glow for a moment with purple light, and you notice that her voice as she speaks becomes more normal. She pulls herself up out of the bones, the sword still trapped inside them, buried in a skull, and she says, well then, are you giving me a second chance?
Oh yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah, we can give you a second chance.
Her eyes narrow in on Verity, and she says, you are going to be first.
No, I mean like second chance of being good, not like a second chance of killing us.
Can I take my attack on her?
You sure can. Ursen jumps in front of Verity, by the way.
I'm gonna
we all
touch her
need
shoulder and cast Dimension Door 400 feet above me. And I'm gonna fall through it with her, and then
All right.
just let her go.
Cool. You're just gonna like toss her in the air?
Yeah, 400 feet up,
Just
straight down.
like a normal thing that you do.
Yeah.
Just gravity again on our side, hopefully.
Killed by gravity, the biggest insult.
I mean, it does say that she is my servant, just FYI.
Yes, well, when you're in the Shadowfell, it's a little different.
I'm sorry, 500 feet up.
Are you
She's
getting
not
back
gonna
down
attack you,
safely,
though.
Tabby? Or are you falling down with her?
I have Featherfall. I can just cast
Okay,
it on.
just making sure.
So.
She slams into the ground in a pile of dust that comes up and clogs all of your throats momentarily. And then she begins to lift herself upright. It looks like one of her shoulders has dislocated.
I forgot. I have my cloak that lets me fly. I'm just above. I'm just
Floating up there. Floating cat.
forgot I had that.
She pulls herself up. She's bleeding. She looks still like she's not really feeling it.
I'm not really feeling it. Poor lady.
And she starts to move towards Verity.
Can we not do this again? We did this once not that long ago. Can we just go on our way? You continue living amongst the dead and the bones, and we're trying to leave.
I'm not the one who rose my sword.
Technically, yeah, she is.
Yeah, I didn't.
I didn't raise my.
I did.
How did that work? You didn't I saw you pick it up. Picked it up.
You ruined everything, you stupid girl. All the work I did to give my sons a bright future.
Disbelieve.
I didn't ruin anything. You ruined it. You forced Atlas to do things that he didn't want to do, things that he didn't agree with. You knew that he loved somebody else, and you forced me to try and... You did this, Penelope. I didn't do this.
Yeah, you're also kind of giving her a whole lot of credit. There were 3 other people with her that day. Just saying.
I was the stool.
I'm standing right here.
I don't think she's talking about her dying. I think she's talking about the Atlas and Arsene stuff, not about
Yeah,
her
Yeah,
death.
well, you were there.
she's
We
talking
helped.
about how, her sons used to obey her and be good boys until you came in.
I came in at the same time too. I'm just looking through this through Ariana's. Like, hey, come on, give the girl a little bit of credit here.
I helped.
I helped.
And now, decades of work, of genocide, she looks up at Tabby, were for nothing. I could have given them something. I could have made something for them.
Don't think they wanted it. I mean, I'm gonna look to Arsene. Like, I don't want to speak for him, but
Let's do insight on Arsene
Oh yeah.
for anybody who wants to know what he's thinking.
Oh. Okay.
I am too high up.
Fenner doesn't even know what's going on, so
I don't
do
know
I
who
get
this is.
advantage because I bang him?
That's only fair.
That's fair.
No, I'm serious.
24 for Brillia.
Sure.
Thank you.
Do I get insight because I bang him?
19. Well, really?
you know I'm inside and out.
Thank you. Upside and down,
just
top
so you know-
side and bottom. Look,
Just so you
I
know,
know him well.
for reference, I'm slowly descending closer, so I'm at least within mechanically 120 feet above her.
'Kay.
Just so.
Brillia notices it a bit better just because she is used to this kind of feeling. But you are both immediately aware that, like, while Arsene wants to stop her, wants to say stop, there is like this, it's almost like he's become a little boy again. Like, he's expecting her to like smack him down and send him to his room, and he is fighting in his own mind to try to say what he wants to say to her.
Fenner's gonna come right up next to him and elbow him and be like,
Come on, the Falcon. Come on, you can do it.
finger guns in.
Yay!
Trying to break the tension. She doesn't know what's going on, but she knows there's tension. So
Everybody
she
in
just
this group
nudges
just
him.
bisexual finger guns all the time.
Yes.
I know that this is kind of just Lenore's go-to, but I'm gonna cast Calm Emotions on Arsene so he can articulate himself without feeling like a little boy.
Yay!
Just go with it.
He chooses to fail. He wants this to go well. He looks around at you all for a second, and then he steps forward and he says, "You're lying to yourself if you think you did anything for me and Atlas. All you ever did was put us in situations and torture us and make us doubt everything we ever knew and believed. And I found people who were willing to accept me in spite of that, people who are willing to give me a chance. And that's something you never did. Sit down, Mother. Your time's over."
I would like to go up behind him and be like, boom!
Boom
Mic
chakalaka.
drop.
Clap.
Yeah.
She holds his gaze for a long second, and then she turns around and walks back to her pile of bones and sits down.
Would it be bad of me to cast Eldritch Blast and just blast her into the bones?
Let's just leave her. Let's just.
Can I say, because my animate dead spell, I also get to animate 2 other corpses or skeletons. Can they like grab onto her and like pull her in?
Sure.
Yeah.
Ooh.
She sits down, and some of the hands, just because they're not connected, it's actually several hands that reach out, and they begin to pull her inside of this giant pile. Would anyone like to roll a... I don't know what this would be. Arcana check.
Ooh, I can do that. I'm pretty good at that.
Please do.
Not my jam.
Verity's like, hell no.
I'm not gonna do that.
Arcana?
Yep.
All right, that's a 16.
All right. Also history, if anyone wants to
24.
roll history.
Oh, I can do
24 on Arcana.
Oh shit!
That's pretty good. You realize as she is being pulled inside that there's no way that it makes sense that she would just be sitting here in a pile of meaningless bones. This must be all of the bones of the people that she has sent here. Her throne of sadness, and all of the bones of those she's killed.
That's a big ass pile.
How tall
Are
is this
you
pile
enjoying-
again?
It's big. It's like a natural hill. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like you guys were like in a valley with like this nice big rolling hill, and that is now the pile of
Okay.
bones. It's a lot. It's thousands upon thousands of people of different species, and the hands that reach out are not all human.
How
And
do
they
you
pull her inside.
feel- Oh, she's gone.
Yeah.
Before she fully vanishes, I'm going, I want to do this anyways. And I swing my sword and go, I'm going to do it. And 2 beams of Eldritch Blast come out to hit her.
Okay.
Before she disappears. 15, 17 on the die.
That's
I believe
good.
That is.
That's good. Where do they hit her?
I think the first one just gets her dead in the chest and like gets like a big circle, like crater impact of the bones in there, just go outwards, and the next one follows soon after and just pushes her in like a sharp like dagger jabbing her into the pile of bones.
Yeah, she like cracks in the center, and like it's broken her back, and now her like upper body is just held over as she's dragged inside. She's probably not dead. It's hard to die when you're already dead.
I'm gonna say it's not my problem, but I mean, who knows? We'll find out.
We gave her a bit of what for.
Yeah.
You know,
My body hurts.
Yeah.
I come down and there's a huge slash. Just like, that's not good.
I go over to Tabby and I look at him and I say, I know that would have been very difficult for you, Tabby. And I kind of stroke his face while casting Cure Wounds. It hurts.
Yeah, you've got like a giant slash across your chest. Like
You got 17 points of healing.
Oh, thank God.
Oh.
Not fully healed. That's enough, though. That is just enough.
Okay.
our son is just breathing heavily as he watches. You can see a bit of anger and also like a sense of like, finally I stood up to her, but there's also like this sense of just sadness at watching her and what she's become.
I'm just gonna go hug him and rub his back.
Arsen, I commend you for finally saying something to her. And just so you know, you show a lot of strength becoming who you are with her as your mother. Just in case no one has given you that credit yet.
Thanks, guys. He holds Verity's hand, and kind of as you each pass, he either like squeezes your hand or like touches your shoulder. When Tabby comes up, he like goes to touch you for a second and then holds back and just kind of gives you a nod.
I'm with tears in my eyes and kind of a big grin. I'm like, this kind of hurts.
Yeah, is your fur gonna grow back where you were slashed?
Probably not.
No,
I
probably
mean,
not.
You should see the back. I have a good line going almost down the spine from this one time. There's this giant. I was hanging out with the Goliath. Story for another time. But that's the most catharsis I felt in years. So the pain hurts, but revenge isn't my thing. But damn, got that fucking good.
It really does seem like actually revenge is your thing.
I'm trying not to let it be my thing, but it keeps coming to me like on a silver platter. So
I mean, if it calls to you, just have a bit of a stab, right?
Stabby for Tabby.
Stabby for Tabby.
That's one of our many hashtags.
I'm gonna get that tattooed on my face across the nose.
Well,
Oh my
this is
goodness.
one exciting vacation.
This is no longer a vacation at this point, Fenner, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, so now that you've sort of re-murdered the Empress again, there's still that city of Gloomworth in the background that seems somehow a minute away and also weeks away.
I would also like to run up and hug Arson, full body hug,
Aww.
jump and try to land on his torso.
I feel like he does like as you guys are walking, he's holding Verity's hand and he's got Ariana hug like a toddler on his hip.
Yeah.
And she's like,
100%.
yay!
Yay!
We did it again!
Hopefully for the last time.
Dear God.
Twices.
So yeah, anyways, you probably should head towards this dark and glooming city.
Nowhere else to head.
Cool. All right. You begin.
Sorry, are we getting any signals from any ravens or anything, or is it going a bit quiet on the bird front?
Yeah, they're all seeming to fly towards the city.
Awesome.
They're all like, off we go. This the way.
All right, no big deal. Just heading off to the big creepy city. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be fine. Big creepy city. Here we come.
Yay!
Is there anyone else we should be worried about running into?
That's a great question.
I mean, we did kind of kill quite a bit of people. I wonder if Greg's going to be around. You might want his skull back. Or
I
what's
don't
his name?
trust anybody named Greg.
Does Ariana have a pile in here of all the corpses she's
Probably.
so like a more modest, like a molehill,
Yeah, probably.
but they're all missing skulls.
The headless army.
Mhm.
We'll also
I'm
wanna
just
be careful of
imagining a
all of the fake
beanbag
creatures,
chair.
too.
Oh, she was in a beanbag chair of corpses. That's exactly the pose.
Just every once in a while, you see a hand come up, press on the fabric, and disappear. Ugh.
All right. You begin walking towards the capital city. It is an extremely tiring walk. It is impossible to tell if time is passing quickly, slowly, not at all. Sometimes you seem like you're walking towards it and you make great gains and it grows bigger. And then other times you've been walking for what seems like forever and it's like you're walking away from it. It's just, it is immensely disheartening as you think about going. Would anyone like to roll a perception check?
Sure.
We can try that.
Always.
That natural 20, so a total of 24.
I rolled a natural 20 as well.
For a total of
So
24?
25.
Whoa.
Unnatural 20.
I rolled 10.
Yeah. You're like, those birds are pretty.
Are there trees around at all, even if they're dead, or is it just bones?
That's a great question. There are some very thin, almost skeletal trees here and there. They're sort of spread out, but every so often there's a little cluster of them. And as you kind of mention, you're like, oh, the trees here are kind of weird, Brillia, one of the trees seems to be moving.
Does anyone else see that?
Lenore, you
Trees?
absolutely see it.
Just
Yes.
Is that
Can I
normal?
recognize who that is?
It's far enough back that you can't really tell. It's sort of like, you know how you see like a walking stick? And when it's still, you can't really tell?
Do
So
I
when they
feel like
point to it,
it's
everyone sees it.
definitely- Do I feel like it's definitely somebody that Cause has taken life from?
That seems likely.
Oh no.
I'm gonna just kind of lean into Brillia and say, you might want to just really emotionally support Cause at the moment, because this could be horrendously traumatic.
Okay, I'm always up for doing that for her. And I'm just gonna literally go over and wrap my tail around Cos's tail and in a little curly Q type of swirl thing.
Just insanely adorable.
Yes, insanely adorable. That's there.
She has not noticed, so she's just like, oh, thanks, babe.
Yeah. I don't. It looks like you're not the only one going to be. That our son isn't the only one going to be facing things here. And I don't want it to surprise you because it looks like it's going to be sooner than later. And I'm just going to glance towards the tree.
Okay. It doesn't move. Like, while you're looking, it's just like, I am a tree. If you guys start walking again, it, like, starts following you, and then as soon as you turn back, it freezes again.
I'm going to use thaumaturgy to make my voice really loud.
Ooh, I love a good thaumaturgy.
Yes, we love a good cantrip. I think we would prefer you just speak to us instead of trailing us.
The tree creature turns and begins to run away from you.
Well, they made their decision. I don't recognize it. Do I notice that Koss recognizes whoever this tree creature is?
Actually, now that you, like, kind of have a better look, it does look kind of like one of Koss's old adventuring buddies. Like, you definitely didn't see her a lot, but they definitely stopped by on their way on their last mission.
Koss, do you wish to speak to her?
Should I? I don't know if I should. That's bad, right? I should leave her alone and let her,
I think it's her choice to make, but you also get half a choice in that.
Why is she following us?
I don't know.
Is she gonna keep following us?
That's her choice. We can see. We can keep forward and see if she continues.
Okay.
I glance over. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah. No, you're good.
Okay. I just glance over at Koss as well, and it's okay.
Old party buddies. Does anyone, like, hold back to try to keep an eye on this, or are you all gonna stay in your cluster?
I'm gonna stand near Koss as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Near Koss.
I'm gonna give them some space.
Aw, buddies. A few hours later, indeed, you see that tree-like creature moving again in the distance. Hasn't come any closer, but just seems to be watching you from a distance. Lead on to the city?
Yeah.
On to the city.
All right. You finally arrive. You haven't slept, but you don't feel any more or less. Well, you just feel exactly as tired as you were when you got here, which is pretty freaking tired. You feel drained, but, like, you probably couldn't sleep without having nightmares. No one's really inclined to do so. The city of Loomworth begins to tower above you. It seems impossibly large and only grows more so the longer you walk. Every building looks sharp enough to cut skin. Every darkened path so dark it threatens to drive you mad if you look too long. As you step onto its somber streets, you see a pair of guards wearing dark plate mail beating a creature with 3 arms and dozens of eyes in the center of the street. In spite of its desperate pleading, the denizens of the city continue on their path, seemingly oblivious even with their eyes downcast.
You have a lovely home, Lenore.
Thank you. Is this a normal situation?
Oh yeah,
Am
this
I
is
used to-
this is
yeah.
it. This
Yeah.
isn't your city per se, but this is the capital
Mhm.
city.
Yeah, I mean, this is pretty much part and parcel. But
Does anybody else have anybody terribly powerful that might be terribly dead but not so dead anymore that we should be aware about? Because I'm just getting the heebie-jeebies as we keep going toward the center.
just like everyone
No.
I've grown up with or know, probably.
I mean,
Good to know.
the two worst people that I can think of are still kicking and alive, so I think we're pretty good.
I'm not sure whether to be relieved or not relieved at that statement, but good to know.
Onward.
Onward.
I just want to see my dad. Tabby's like tapping his foot a little bit as like anytime they stop, he's just like looking around, hoping to see him.
Just like, this is a terrible place, but I hope he's here.
I've seen seedy. This is pretty damn seedy.
Okay. You see the ravens in the streets, kind of gliding over treetops and, well, not treetops, building tops. And one of them you see gets shot out of the air by a crossbow bolt. Somebody grabs it and begins chewing on its wing, tearing it apart.
That's how you eat them. I've been doing it wrong this whole time.
That's definitely one way.
Jeez.
I mean, they're not the nicest of creatures, but they don't deserve death like that.
That was an incredible shot.
If they're at least gonna eat them, at least prepare them correctly.
Oh, is that not
Again, am I used to seeing this, or is this like horrible?
It's not great. Like people do what they can to survive, right? But obviously you don't want it to happen to your crow or your ravens.
Do I see where the crossbow came from?
It came from like the top story of a house.
Uh-huh. Can I see how far away is it?
Fair distance. Probably about 200 feet. They shot the bolt, they hit it, and then the body fell onto one of the the gutters, I guess. And it crawled out the window, grabbed it, and is like eating it on top of the roof.
I'm just gonna get like visibly mad, like. And you wonder why I didn't stay here.
Stupid homeworld.
But obviously, there's a reason why the Raven Queen wants us to be here, so I guess we just fucking push on, don't we?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I mean, I'm just the guide, man. Please don't get angry at me.
It was just a general anger, little guide lady. It's fine. Let's just keep on going.
I love angry Lenore.
I was gonna say, is it just me, or is angry Lenore a million times better than regular?
I don't know.
That's my
Great.
shit right there.
This is how Lenore gets Verity.
That's the key. That's the
It
key.
has to be
Be
angsty.
mean.
I mean,
Oh,
Arsen's a little bit like, yeah, that's kind of her thing, yeah.
Actually, that's how I did it.
Please.
Do you know how I convinced her?
I am not like
You're not?
I'm covered. I'm like
Okay.
dead.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, Arsen's like, yeah, do you know how I convinced her to be my girlfriend? I pinned her to a wall and told her she should stop being stupid. Then she started making out with me.
That's a pretty easy
Right.
move to do. I can't blame. Yeah, that's.
And does that work on you as well, Arsen, or like?
It does. It definitely does.
Well, I mean, in some countries, in some areas, I mean, I've heard it called like a kabedon sometimes, that I hear it's something that some people find attractive.
Shall we stop talking about how to get in Verity's pants and just like do what we came here to do?
Are you not taking notes? Like, come on.
No. Let's just keep moving forward, please.
Okay.
All right. There's lots of different districts into the city, like any city you've been in before. You all
I feel like we both read the same thing in chat.
Whoa. Fenner's like, I've been to the BDSM realm.
Party.
I've gone traveling. Some people just like certain things, and you learn things.
So you guys are pulled in various directions. Do you want to try to figure out where to go next? Like, you don't really have a goal per se beyond trying to find people that you know.
Can I go up and pull an Ariana and talk to one of the ravens, not crows, and see where this queen is, if there's a safe route or if we're in the right direction?
Sure.
So I'm gonna cast Speak with Animals as well.
Okay.
Excuse me. We're looking for someone called the Raven Queen, and I just assumed you guys were kind of helping us out there to get there. And I was just curious if you could help us get there. I mean, I could get there. I could totally get there, but it might take us longer. So I was curious if maybe you knew a way to get like there, or if we're going in the right direction. Maybe see less dead people that are powerful and don't like these people.
Cool. This raven says, not here, wrong city.
Wrong city.
Queen's in
what's the
Latherna.
right? Latherna? Latherna. I knew I should have been tracking from the beginning, but no. Follow the ravens. Follow the ravens.
Why does everyone think that it's just this easy to like get messages from a god that you can just cast like a speak with regular animals spell and then all of the mystical answers from across, all of the Raven Queen's followers will just like slip out of the bird's mouth? It's not like I've dedicated my whole life to trying to understand this.
Angry Lenore.
Anyway, what direction would that be, and what's this city then, if this is not where her ladyship resides?
Can't go there yet. Not yet.
Not yet. Why? Why not yet?
Not there yet.
Not there yet. Okay. This is why.
Was there. Not there now.
Oh, where's she now?
She in Latherna.
Is
Latherna not there.
Where will Latherna be?
Soon.
Should we just keep heading this direction then? Yeah? All right, yeah. We're gonna, okay.
Gonna shouting that to the raven.
This is like Fenner's never not gotten exactly where she needs to go the first time she needs to get there.
This is like someone who's always had
how you give directions.
It's just like you've always had priority boarding on every flight you've ever been on, and then all of a sudden you're like, oh no, I got 3 delays and I had to do a layover.
I'm not channeling any inner frustration of being a real life flight attendant. No. So Fenner walks back to the group, goes,
okay, so this has never happened before. Usually, I have something I deliver and I get there and I leave, right? You guys are not letters.
A lot.
Yes, because this, whatever this is, doesn't usually happen. So,
usually happen.
Yeah, it doesn't. But I also don't usually travel with people. So, I'm not saying I blame you all, but it might be a part of the puzzle. Anyway, I talked to a raven. Long story short, Raven Queen's not this way. She's in Latherna, but Latherna's not here. It was there, but it's now no longer here. That's about it. So I could just start tracking the way that I usually do. I know that we were trying to follow the ravens and, this is where we got so far, so I can try to actually track her, or we could keep going into this very lovely, aesthetically pokey city.
If she does not want to be found, she won't be found. She's not ready for us to be there yet.
She's never met Fenner.
Because she hasn't willed it to be, Fenner. You can't just track a god. I will
admit I haven't done it yet.
Yes, you can track many things, but you have to track a god with your soul and your faith, which means we have to listen to the clues that she has given us. We can't cheat our way to the end and then just miraculously find, it just doesn't work like that.
I feel a little hurt that my occupation is a cheat to you. Excuse me, I spent many years to hone my skills to track people and entities.
Well, I'm sure that works very well for letters and mysterious creatures and things like that, but it just doesn't work with deities.
I just thought it would be simple. I've sent letters to other bird people names. I mean, the falcon, I've sent letters to the falcon. Why can't I send letters to the Raven Queen?
Yes, because the falcon and the Raven Queen are the same thing. Look, I really like this small person, but I don't think I can keep speaking to her right now. Tabby, can I have some of that backup? I need to go.
Yeah.
Anyway, I don't know what you all want to do, but if you tell me where you want to go or who you want to see, apparently beside this Raven Queen, I'll take you there. Otherwise, I don't know what you all want to do. I
Tenor?
wanted to be in the Feywild and do a fun, training
Tenor?
montage.
Think of this as your training for vacations. Part of it is not necessarily having a perfectly planned out itinerary sometimes. Some people just wander as their vacation. And
Then
it's
maybe this
very
is why
hard.
I've never taken a vacation.
I know, it just takes some getting used to. So think about it this way. We can just come with us. We're just going to keep wandering and experiencing without a plan.
All I'm saying is if you guys want to get somewhere, just tell me. Otherwise,
Trust me,
I
It's
don't know
worked
what to
so
do.
well
I
so
think-
far, hasn't it?
May
I'm
I
pretty
suggest?
sure we were following you.
May I suggest that maybe you guys need a drink?
No, that's not a bad idea.
Yes.
Is that what the Raven says?
Are there drinking taverns? Yes.
Of course, there's taverns.
I
That's
don't
where
think
I'm
we all
going.
need one. We should just not go and do something. I'm gonna walk directly to wherever I see any signs for like a handle of a mug.
I
and
am right with Tabby.
Yeah.
I'm following.
Definitely don't
yes,
need
yes.
a drink right now. It's not like we need to like unwind, have a cup of dust.
It
Look,
alarms
alright.
me that your answer to stress is alcohol, but we're just gonna go.
It's
Okay.
not mine. It's normally eating.
There's often
Mhm.
food at taverns as well, though.
Mhm.
It's true.
Maybe not good food.
It's okay, I've got
Dead
good berries.
You too?
Ooh.
I do.
Oh, we can have a feast because I've got good berries too.
Good berries.
Oh my god, we can have
Girl.
so many berries.
So many berries. We can make a
Yes!
pie.
Here's-
Ooh, that's a
Here's
great
a
idea.
question: Are
Yeah.
good berries different based on the caster? Like, are they different kinds of berries?
I think they would be.
Ooh,
I would
Like different
assume they would
flavors?
be.
Like, if you like
Yeah.
tart berries, are your berries more tart?
I would like to say that my berries just kind of are what's native to wherever I am.
Oh.
That's kind of where I'm gonna. So I don't know what's
Shit.
native
So what's
to here, but
Oh no.
Having that fey touch.
boy.
Good
Oh
berry.
boy.
Gloomberries.
but they're good berries, so they have to be good. I can't see why they would not be good. They're
They have
called
to be
good berries.
nutritiously good, but they might not taste good.
Yeah.
Here they're bad berries.
Good
the rhubarb
blueberries.
They're like blackberries. They just stain your mouth black. They taste amazing. But they're
Yeah.
gothic berries.
Or like black frosting on cakes. You eat it and your mouth's just died.
And you're like, oh, this is it.
Yeah.
It's all over
I
now.
still have to work for 3 hours today. Hello, everybody. Look at my black teeth.
I cast good charcoal.
It's very nutritious, but it tastes bad.
It's the only thing you can eat in the Shadow Plane is just charcoal ice cream.
I do still have stuff in my pack too, so I mean, if the food there isn't good, I can whip up some, hardtack.
I mean,
Mm.
good berries do the same thing, but they might
True.
taste better.
Yeah.
Right. Tabby, we drinking?
Yes, we are. Okay.
Right.
Yeah, sorry, yes.
Tabby.
All right, Tabby, using his bardic ability to know where to get a drink, no matter where he is, no matter
can
the
smell it.
plane.
I can smell it. I can just see drunk people's wandering around, although they could just be very zombie-like, and I just don't trust it. But the flow outward is what I'm trying to focus on.
Exactly. So you follow the delicious smell
No.
of alcohol,
The bad smell.
and you find yourself in an area of the city called the Fettered Ward. There's a big sign hanging over an open gate. Music echoes through the streets, a mix of melancholic and depressing. It's not exactly pleasing to listen to, but it is consuming. You want to hear it through. You want to understand the darkness of the soul that's playing it. There are signs pointed to different locales in the area. Right now, you are standing near a place called the Hanging Wall. People have gathered to watch executions of all kinds. As a body drops from a noose, you hear a cacophony of cheers and boos as the prisoner's neck snaps immediately and money passes hands. You find yourself drawn towards a place on the Avenue of Chains. It's called the Red Rake.
Well then, I was enjoying listening to Bright Eyes on the way here. That's sad. But I don't want to go in first. This is weird.
I'll go in.
Follow.
It's nothing to be afraid of. It's just a tavern.
Yeah, nothing to be afraid of.
And I have a dagger. Put that away.
I walk in.
All right. You all follow Lenore in, and it is seemingly a fairly normal tavern. It's certainly darker and more dreary than a lot of them you've seen. But at the same time, there are flashes of purples and reds in here that are actually kind of pretty. It's almost like this is like a little bit aside from the grayness of outside. It's like somebody has found the thing that has color and has brought it here.
Is everything just velvet?
Oh no.
Is that hell?
I'm getting sweaty just thinking about it.
We're going to the velvet.
No, that's
room.
goth, man. Everything has to be velvet.
It's velvet. That's all it is. Just lots of. It is fairly gothy, I guess. That would be a good way to put it, right? Still lots of black, still lots of dark colors, but every so often, like a real sharp pop. There's a woman who is standing at the bar cleaning a drink or cleaning a glass for a drink, wearing a purple cloak. There are various creatures here, all kinds of unworldly things.
DM, have I been here before?
Let's find out. Roll something.
Just like a random number?
Roll a
Random object.
I am
Like an-
proficient in something.
An
roll
odds or
for
even
something.
situation?
Sure, let's do that.
I'm going to roll a d6.
All right. Is it a good one?
Odd. 1.
Oh, yeah, you've been here.
Mm-hmm.
You know
So-
that this woman is, you call her Mistress Ferr. Not fair as in she's fair, like Ferr.
You know?
Mistress, it is lovely to see you again. The tavern is looking as lovely as always. Always a nice slice of reprise from the usual doom and gloom.
Lenore. Welcome back.
Thank you. I've brought with me some people from the material plane and I guess a spattering of Fae. They're a little off-put, so maybe something to lift their spirits, perhaps.
Not out of my body, preferably. I'd like to keep it in my body, though.
She leans forward a little bit and says, actually, she's going to whisper this to you. She whispers to Lenore, the kind of thing that will help them get where they need to be, or just something to enjoy.
Why don't we start with something to enjoy? They're in a little shock at the moment, and then we can progress as necessary.
As you wish.
Thank you,
She
Mistress.
snaps her finger, and a line of shot glasses appear before her. She snaps them again, and they fill with a almost black liquid.
Jaeger.
Can Fenner do an insight to see
Shots
that,
and
make sure
all.
that this isn't gonna suck her soul from her body?
Sure. I feel like it's probably survival.
Okay. Either way.
Will this alcohol kill me?
That is a 24.
It will not kill you.
Okay.
It is very strong. Like maybe you should water it down because you're very small.
She's gonna watch how everybody else drinks theirs, and she'll
I'm not
copy what
drinking
they
it.
do.
Lenore takes it straight away.
I'm gonna do the same thing. Cheers with Lenore. Drink.
Okay.
I'm going to just say, do you have like water?
Yeah, something not alcoholic. Please.
We don't serve water here.
Okay, cool.
There's
Anything
no-
I have water.
non-alcoholic?
There's no clean water here.
Cool. Anything non-alcoholic then?
We serve Diet Coke Cherry.
Oh.
Lenore's going to take Brillia's shot glass and also Ariana's and hand one to Verity and then do the other.
This really is the Shadowfell. Oh.
She snaps again, and 3 larger glass that are kind of ridiculously thin and long. They're almost like
Like test tube beakers. type
test
of
tube
thing?
beakers. Thank you.
Oh
Yes.
my goodness.
And they're full of Diet Coke Zero cherry.
Oh.
Oh,
Not sponsored by Coke.
I guess I'll.
I
have
guess
it.
there's not much here, Ariana.
I gotta say, a lot of the coastal towns, western coast of Estera, they are a lot worse for wear and a lot less welcoming than these places. You know, this is all right. And I down the shot, put it down.
Fenner watched everybody down their shot. She looks at her shot again, looks back up at them, and goes, and then takes the shot.
Oh no!
Oh,
I was gonna say, pinch your no.
Okay, so Fenner had a shot. Tabby and Verity had 2 each.
I had one.
You had 1. Verity had 2. What about Lenore?
Lenore had 2.
All right. Fenner, Lenore, and Verity all roll with disadvantage, and you all roll a charisma save or constitution
All of us?
save.
all of us?
Only the ones who drank.
Okay.
Elly and Ariana are fine.
Ooh, why did it have to be disadvantage? Ooh.
10.
8?
Did Tabby roll a 1?
I got 311 in the back of my head. I'm feeling it.
2.
Noise.
2?
I failed.
Noise.
I rolled a 12 and then I rolled a 2.
Question for you, Melissa. Did Koss drink?
Koss did not drink.
Okay.
Our son did, though. That's a great point.
Okay.
Our son only had
Falcon gonna
1.
be flying tonight.
Our son's a little silly, but he's not as drunk as some of you seem to be. Verity, what'd you get?
8.
I take out my own flask, by the way, to start drinking that too.
Okay, and Tabby, what did you get?
No.
I had a
No.
total of 6.
Oh my god.
I
Yeah,
got
I got
3.
10. I got 10 and I was the
Disadvantage.
highest roller.
Disadvantage is rough.
I rolled. That was my only roll.
All right. So, those of you who are, adequately drunk are now adequately drunk.
This is one of the benefits of being from Shadowfell, and there's got to be some, is that there's actually some other kind of drinks that we can partake in that will have some slightly different effects than just making you less depressed.
I am so okay right now. Is this what a vacation is? Wow.
Yes, this is a vacation.
Yay,
Yes.
vacations! Wow.
Fenner,
know
drink
is,
some
like-
water. Drink some water, please. Just
There's
you have
Izzy
water,
has a
right?
flask of water, right?
I
Just
do. I have a
drink water,
never-ending
Fenner.
flask of water, actually.
There you go.
Fenner, drink some water.
Verity. Aren't you glad you came to the Shadowfell?
No, Lenore, this sucks. This sucks.
Yeah.
I mean, I like that you're mean. I like that. But this just
Thank you.
sucks.
I do I do like being mean. It is a lot easier than trying to be good all the time. It's
Do you just
I-
fake being nice all the time? So do you
Oh,
do?
well,
You just pretend to
just maybe. It's not faking. I do want to be good, but it's just awfully easier to not be good.
You can be good and not be nice. Those two things are not the same thing. You can be good and not be nice at all. But you can be
Just
mean and you
like
can be
ravens.
bad.
I mean, bitch, don't talk to me about ravens right now. I will fight you.
Not in
She
the
will.
bar. There's a whole outside world.
No.
All right, you guys are having a much better time, relaxing, having some good old times. And Ariana, before you go to sit with your drunken friends, you feel somebody grasp your forearm.
Oh, hello.
It is the mistress of the bar.
Hello.
Hello there.
Hi.
I couldn't help but sense the aura that you carry.
The orange that I carry? I don't have any oranges on me.
She smirks. Do you serve Vecna?
I mean, pen pals would probably be a better kind of disclaimer for me.
Pen pals with Vecna.
Yeah. I mean, I write to him, he writes to me. It's kind of cool.
How interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Then you serve his purposes on the material plane?
Well, I wouldn't necessarily say that. Like, would like friends be servitude? I guess kinda, maybe. I don't really qualify it like that.
Oh, you smell of death.
Oh, that's the necromancy.
I'm a practitioner myself.
Oh, you are? It's really cool to finally meet somebody. The only person I've known that does what I do, well, I've kind of learned that he's not necessarily the greatest guy. Like, I used to really look up to him and think he was my mentor, but I think he just kind of used me, and it makes me all feel scuzzy now.
I'm sure Vecna would have led you away from a man like that. You should
hope
find joy and community in the work that we do.
That's what I've been saying.
May I take a look at your spell book?
Kind of personal, right? Like, from one was, are you a wizard? Like a studier? Right? Like that's.
I care for Vecna.
Right, yeah. It's just the spell book. It's kind of really personal. Like, I just don't go around flashing it around, you know. But like, you know.
Perhaps you could show it to me.
I guess that's okay. I rummage in my bag and like, actually no, I think I would keep it in like my coat. So I bring it out from one of the many furls that I have. Pull it out.
Please, let us speak somewhere privately.
How long I should be getting over? I look over to my friends. How do they look pretty?
Everyone except Brillia and Cos is drunk off their ass, dancing like an idiot and singing. I feel like Tabby's playing some kind of instrument.
Please tell me you're playing instead of the spoons like bones. You're doing with bones.
I found someone who made a bone lute where the strings are fine hairs of the tortured souls of the area. And it's always slightly out of tune no matter how much I try to fiddle with it, but
it feels good. It's just the right kind out of tune.
I'm playing a lot of Violent Femmes right now.
There's a lot of Tim Burton and Danny Elfman going on.
She wants you to go into the back room with her. That's where she's leading you.
Okay.
Lenore's been in the back room with her.
You go with her?
Sure. I look over to my friends and I kind of like make eye contact with probably one of the ones that aren't drunk. So
Brillia, maybe?
Yeah.
Probably Brillia. Yeah. Brillia. Yeah. And I'll just be like, I'm just going over there. Yeah.
Oh, just be careful.
And then
I just imagine her walk away. I'm like,
yeah. I want to make sure that it's acknowledged that I'm going, and then.
Can I actually give her a tap before she goes?
Give her a what?
Can I just tap her really quick before
Sure.
I go? Yeah, the tap. I now can see everything you're seeing. Thanks.
Wow, I think something called consent might have been nice for that, but okay.
Late.
Okay.
And I'm just holding on to Cos, like just keeping an eye out on things.
Fine, it'll be fine.
Yeah.
Ariana heads into the back with Mistress Ferr, and the rest of you are having a great old party. The time seems to pass in a strange way. The song has gone on forever, and not at all. And you start to notice people coming and going. They head upstairs, they head downstairs, have a drink, they leave. It seems like there's a lot of people who are coming and going here. Does anyone want to roll a perception check?
With disadvantage?
Yes, if you are drunk, you still have disadvantage.
11.
Oh, thank God.
11. Which sucks because I rolled a 19.
Well, you already know what this is, Lenora, so you're good.
22 with disadvantage.
Wow.
That's sick. Where's my stats? I believe that is a total of 18 with disadvantage.
Okay. Fenner and Tabby, at the same time, you come to the realization, like, it's a brothel.
Oh. Hey, Tabby.
Yeah.
You know how I deliver mail and then leave?
Yeah.
I think it's kind of like that, but with people.
Oh, do people deliver their packages here or something? That's
Yeah, I'm like,
oh. This is
you know how some packages are
did you
bigger
guys-
and some are smaller?
Did
Does
you
it mean the
guys
smaller
not
ones aren't
know-
good?
Did you guys not know what this was? No?
I enjoy my time wherever I go, including this.
I've been to them, I just don't spend time in them very often.
Same.
Maybe that's what a holiday is for.
Sorry, what? Where? Are we in a mail room? I don't understand.
No, Verity, you're not in a mail room.
I thought this was
There you could
packages
find
and-
mails in your room if you'd like.
Like, but if Fenner says there's things that parcels that are being delivered, and I thought we were in a pub, but it's not a pub. It's a.
You handle a sends package all the time.
Not that kind of.
She
Yes.
does. It's true.
Stop.
And
That's my
maybe
girl.
for those people who don't have packages readily available to them, they can go somewhere where they can borrow a package for a
Like
while.
a fuck hotel.
Yes, Tabby.
I am actively.
God.
Tabby, you as you're kind of like watching this conversation go down and seeing people go around, you're like watching everybody like, what's going on? Who's doing what? And you see a man who looks kind of like Verity, like the male version of Verity. Like maybe it's like parallel Verity. What?
I strum an open note, letting it go, so I'm not like interrupting my playing, and I go, and I like try to reach out to tap your shoulder, Verity, and I point over if I get your attention.
They're still trying to figure out the package thing. I
Oh,
still
look,
don't understand
look,
why
look.
there's. What?
There's a guy, you, over there. He looks just like you. It's insane. I don't know what's going on with you, but he's right over there.
I will look.
He does look a lot like you.
Like, how much like me? Like a lot like me, or like?
Like it's hard to tell at first. At first you're just like, whoa, it is male me. And then as you walk closer, you notice the way that he moves and the way that he flips his hair and the sound of his laugh. And it's definitely your brother.
I was just. Wow, thankfully you said that before. I was about to say something else. Okay.
Were you going to make sexy comments about your brother?
Were you gonna do your brother, Verity? You were gonna do your
No.
brother? It's not that kind of show.
We said it was for mature audiences. No.
If you want that, there's other things on the internet to go to.
No,
You can watch Game of Thrones if you want that.
That's where our line is.
Is there like that has to be quite sobering? Do I get like a little more sober? Do I?
Yeah, like you're still drunk, but your mind is more like, you gotta get it together. You gotta get it together.
Can I just?
If you're dealing with Feral, you don't have disadvantage.
Can I just like? Can I watch him first? Like I just want to make sure. Like it's for sure him. Like it
has to be him. Like it hasn't been that long since you saw him, since he died protecting you in the castle.
It's been years though.
He's got that same bored royal look. You've seen bored crown princes before, and this is definitely a bored crown prince.
can I like, okay, I want to walk up like not that far from him, but like behind him, and then can I just like call it like Ver and see if he turns around? Like,
Sure.
if it's not his name, he won't turn around, and if it is his name, then like
Yeah.
if
You call his name gently, and he sort of turns, but he seems really unable to focus. You can see that his pupils are blown wide, but he definitely is looking for whoever calls his name.
can I take like a couple more steps forward
Mhm.
to see if he recognizes me?
Sure.
Also, Tabby's definitely watching this, being 7 feet or 6.5 inches
Yeah.
tall, just like
He looks at you for a second, and he says, "Now that's a terrible joke to play. Who's doing this? Who's this?"
Can I step forward again and just like try and like just touch him? Like, not that I don't know. Just make sure that he's real. Just
No, I'm not interested, I'm afraid. That's not how I... Maybe another day.
do you know me?
No one knows anyone here. And he collapses back in his chair.
Can I go get... Is he drunk, or is he high, or is he both, or is...
You don't come hang out here if you're like having a good time.
That's very fair. That's totally normal. Can I get a coffee and a water? Like, is that...
There's no coffee and there's no water here. There's only Diet Coke, zero cherry.
Okay, fine.
It's
fine.
the Shadowfell.
Does healing work on drunkenness? Is that a thing?
I think we said cure poisons works, or
greater
I
restoration.
can cast
type stuff.
greater
Lesser
restoration.
restoration.
Yeah,
and
lesser
greater restoration.
Yeah, lesser restoration, which I have
Who
got.
has that? Do I know who has that?
I've used it before.
I'm gonna go drag Lenore over. And like,
What?
fix
Do
him.
you want to? Are you looking for
No,
somebody
you need
to?
to,
No.
you need to make him more sober. I need to make him sober because I need to talk to him. Because
Okay. Yes. Okay. Wait. What? That's you. What is you? You're tricking me. You're not a boy. What's happening?
Hello, bird girl.
Hi.
Why don't you
oh
come
my
and
god!
Why don't you
sorry.
come and
Like, have you fucked my
make a
brother?
nest?
Have you fucked my brother?
Wait. Have I fucked her brother?
Up to you. You definitely could have.
We need another D6. D6.
Okay. Laura, higher or odds or evens?
Sorry, which one is which though?
You decide.
Odds, yes. Odds. Okay. Evens, yes. Odds, no.
I have not.
Okay.
You don't know that.
Come
I
here,
have relief that just happened.
Oh my goodness, I know.
Come here, my pretty bird. Dig your talons into me.
I'm just giving him a little kiss on either side of the cheek and cast Lesser Restoration.
Oh. Oh.
I
You
knew
see his
looked
pupils shrink.
And then I'm gonna slap him across the face, like a not a damage, but like a focus, you asshole, kind of slap.
Oh, fuck you! Oh, couldn't you have waited until? Couldn't you have done that before the spell? Oh. Hi, Verity.
I'm assuming you have both met before.
He's my brother.
No. That makes sense.
That's right. I was a prince once.
Well, yes, you were.
Okay. Does water exist here?
Fenrir has an endless what is it? Wineskin?
Okay. Right.
You have a decanter of endless water.
There you go.
Right.
Decanter.
Can I shout across the room? I'll be like, Fenrir, open your bottle. Open your bottle.
Okay. I open it up and I shout gust, to which it sprays 30 feet of water straight at.
No, I have control water. Don't fret.
Okay,
cool.
you'd be like a water bender.
Otherwise, it's a 1d6 if it hits.
Don't worry. I got this. I got this. I'm gonna like gather it in like a huge ball, and then I'm gonna wait, and I'm gonna be like, okay, stop, and then Fenrir will recork it once I have all the water, and then I'm gonna I'm going to just dump it on him.
That's definitely a Katara move.
Mm-hmm.
What the fuck, Verity? Will you stop? God, were you such a fucking wet blanket before?
She is a bit sometimes.
You're lucky you didn't get your friend's feathers wet.
Sometimes
I'd say
I
it was
get
good
my
to
feathers
see you,
wet.
but then you got rid of my high and dumped water on me.
You're dead. You're dead, and I'm alive. I haven't seen you in years, and you're drunk, and you're high, and...
Yeah, God, it's only been years? Oh, Christ, I could swear it'd been almost a millennia. Oh, that's disappointing. How many years?
4.
Oh my God. 4 years? That's it? Oh, shit. What am I gonna do for the rest of eternity? This is shit.
Why are you even here? We took your wings, we burned your body, we lit the lanterns to send your soul to the gods. Why are you...
He's lost.
Hey. Being right doesn't give you the right to be a bitch.
Apparently, it's a turn on. You're welcome.
I like her.
Oh my fucking God.
I'm lost. I'm a lost soul, trapped forever between the realms, guided here by the Raven Queen herself.
See, Verity, we're all lost here. That's kind of the point.
No, he was supposed to be with the gods. We did everything right.
Oh, but the gods, they don't want you if you've got issues, if you've got untold traumas. They don't want to take that up. They don't want that in their happy little world.
Well,
so
they
until
told you you were supposed to repent.
until I deal with my trauma, I get to stay here.
It's not trauma. Andrea told you that you were supposed to repent, and then you just happened to die before you could repent.
Oh, please don't tell me you're still listening to that bitch.
Not listening to... Look, she had a point, and what she said is obviously true, because look at you.
She's not right. She's the reason I'm here.
Just because you chose not to listen to her when she told you that you should have, doesn't mean
Shut
that
up,
it's her
Verity.
fault that
Shut up, Verity. Are you seriously not seeing the point here? My aunt murdered me. You think I would be stuck here with some kind of unfinished business if I just died saving my sister's life? Pretty sure I'd feel pretty good about that. Died saving my little sister, giving her a chance at life. Pretty sure that's the kind of thing you get to go to heaven for. But no, I get to be pissed at that stupid bitch for killing me.
Yep. Seems like some pretty stock standard limbo stuff.
No, that's not how it happened. It's not how it happened, and that's not how it went down. And you were there, and there were, I don't know, assassins, people that came for you, and we ran.
Do you
and
think she didn't hire those assassins? I've seen some of them since. They came here, actually. We had some nice talks over beer. Did you know the assassins? Here's the best part. So she hired these assassins to kill me, right? They did. Then she killed them so they couldn't tell anybody. Isn't that fucking hilarious? So we sat here and we had a few drinks. And then I've been sitting here and still having a few drinks.
There's good drinks.
Right? Right?
But why? But why would she do that, though? That doesn't make any sense.
What? Of course it makes sense. She wasn't going to be the heir to the throne. She wasn't going to be queen with mom and dad and you and me. But that's only 4 people. 4 people, 4 years. It all makes sense. It's all coming together. That's it. You kill 4. Kill dad, kill mom, put them together. 1 murder. Nice and easy. Kill me. I'm surprised it took her this long to kill you, to be honest. But I guess she got what she wants.
Oh, we're just visiting.
Not notice that I have no wings? Because
he doesn't either right now. You know how you said that you get your wings gilded before you are interned? He doesn't have them either.
Well, yeah, no, he wouldn't because he's dead.
He thinks you're dead too.
Oh.
Yeah, we're actually just visiting. I mean, well, I'm a permanent resident, but I've brought friends with me who are much more alive.
Are you sure that little gnome looks like she's just about to die?
I'm trusting someone else will take care of that.
None of us, my friends, we're not dead. We came here by accident trying to get to the Feywild. Sorry.
Oh, so you are going to go deal with her then? Oh, what do you need to know? I know not a lot, but I know some stuff. What do you want to know?
I don't know. I didn't.
Shall we give you a moment to think about that and see what's going on in the back room?
Yes.
Okay. Anyone else, feel free to think of questions you want to ask Verity if he knows them. Okay. Ariana, you head to the back room with Mistress Ferr. Woo. And you see that she has actually like a pretty nice setup, like tons of reagents on the walls, all kinds of things that usually are dead in the material plane, but are alive here. Like there's a thing full of eyes, and the eyes keep turning to watch you as you move through the room.
Whoa.
And she gestures towards a table. She sits on one side of it. It's like a desk, but there's not too much on it. She says, "Please, I'd love to see what you've been studying."
Oh, yeah, sure. I mean, how much do you know about you said you studied Vecna, so are you familiar with?
Yes, we're quite close, Vecna and I.
Oh, cool.
And yeah. I've studied quite a bit of necromancy myself.
Also very cool. Okay. So I mean, when I picked this up, it was owned previously by a not so great dude. So I mean, I just removed the tongue right away. Because I kind of wanted to start with a blank slate. So I've added my own little things and my own spells.
I suppose that's understandable. It's admirable to want to find your own knowledge.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I bring it out, and it has all of my spells, but there's like lots of flowers and like ducks and like some of like the cute animals that I've seen along the way, like doodled in all the margins.
You have a very interesting aesthetic.
I try. This one's a skull, but he's super cute because I gave him a little flower crown.
Oh. Tell me, what spell are you most proud of?
Well, I mean, I've been working on my own little spell for a while now. I don't feel comfortable about using it yet because I don't know what kind of a toll it will take on me. But I mean, I've really kind of like some of the other spells that I've like kind of inadvertently learned. Like it kind of comes to me with nature. But I mean, I really kind of like the my tiny hut. That one's really fun. I got my own little camping spot.
I suppose that is rather fun if you are traveling still.
Mm-hmm. I imagine if I cast it here, it'll probably make things a little bit more pleasant for my friends, seeing as it's a pocket dimension, but I don't know how it will work. I've never actually done the actual schematics of it.
And what is your goal with this, with the work that you're doing?
My goal, huh?
Yes.
Well, I mean, at first it was mainly just to pay off my student loans.
Oh, hell is full of people who wanted the same thing.
Yeah, so that's kind of still top priority for me outside of like helping out my friends.
Really? Even given that, you're here now? You certainly don't intend to go back, do you?
Oh, 100%. I mean, they're still kind of like really far up there.
Oh, but the material plane is so dull for us, isn't it? So many people focused on life. I'm sure there are people treated as if you're some kind of monster.
I mean, a little bit, but I mean, that's why I really appreciate it, like life is finite. And so I really like being within that confines. Like it kind of gives what I do meaning and purpose.
I suppose that makes some amount of sense. But you truly plan to just go back?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I was hoping you might be of more use to us, but I suppose there's nothing to be done about it now.
Oh, I'm sorry. Anything I can do right now? I mean, I don't know how long we're going to be in this plane.
Well, I'm curious about your connection with Lenore, with the Raven Queen.
Mm-hmm.
Do you perhaps serve her as well?
Do I serve her?
The Raven Queen.
I mean, the Raven Queen. No, I've never actually spoken to her nor felt any kind of like. Me and gods don't really get along all that well.
Well, no one hears the Raven Queen as simply as others. She's a bit mad.
Oh, okay. I mean, I don't serve her. If that's what you're asking.
Vecna and the Raven Queen haven't always gotten along.
That's what I've read.
We just could maybe use another friend to help us.
Oh, I mean, he's never really said anything, although most of the time he keeps just writing, please stop bothering me. I have better things to do. Why for all that's good and holy do you write such crap in my books? But I'm sure it's, I'm sure he's all in good fun. I always just kind of write back, you're so funny.
Here, why don't I give you a gift? A gift from Vecna.
I really like gifts.
She lifts one of her fingers, which is like a finger point, like prick sharp, to her tongue, and she stabs herself slightly, so a drip of blood runs down her nail. And she flips to an open page and she begins to scrawl. And as she does, you see a spell complete itself for you.
Oh, I was going to say, please don't write in my book, but I guess that's okay. I mean, there's scrap pieces of paper. I've got like magic parchment, if that's cool too. I don't like people touching my stuff.
She's in the book, man. She's in there.
Okay.
With her blood.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's not it.
It's not good.
On the plus side, she gives you a cool new spell.
Okay.
She gives you Contagion.
Contagion? Oh boy, I don't know that one.
That's a big spell. It's a big spell with scary things. It lets you inflict disease on random people. It can make them be blind. It can make them have a raging fever. It can make their flesh rot. It can make their mind become feverish. It can give them seizures. It can make them bleed uncontrollably. It's real screwed up. And it lasts for 7 days.
Wow, that looks a little too powerful for me right now, but I'm sure I'll be able to cast it soon.
I'm sure if you spoke to Vecna and asked for his help, he'd be glad to let you use it once or twice. Bit of a taste of what he has to offer.
That's pretty cool. Well, thank you.
If you need to speak to me again, you can do so pretty easily.
Oh, wait. I have a present for you.
Oh, a present.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, if you gave me that, I'm going to cast Druidcraft to make her a crown of flowers.
What kind of flowers?
Oh, sunflowers.
Okay. You make a crown of sunflowers and offer it to her?
Mm-hmm.
She picks it up with just the tips of her nails and says, "Oh, look at that.
Mm-hmm.
This is a very special prize. I'll keep it close."
Good.
She brings it over to one of the empty shelves and she sets it down.
It's kind of for your...
Perhaps I'll save it for a rainy day.
Okay, although they do better in sunlight.
Please, go join your friends. If you need a companionship or drink, you'll find it free tonight.
Oh, really? All right.
Is Ariana gonna end up like hiring like 6 prostitutes and just like hanging out?
I think so. I think she's just gonna like play Mario Kart up in her room with all these like
oh guys, you ready for some Uno?
Man, I've been practicing my green deck all night. It's gonna be great.
Oh my god, you're playing Magic. It is hell.
Right? Although I'm pretty sure Penny and Ariana would be playing nothing but like blue-black decks, like the worst of all
for sure.
decks.
Oh, for sure. Your turns last even longer than normal turns last in Magic.
Oh, 100%. She's a monster.
All right. You head back to the main room and are now, I guess, chatting up some of your new Magic friends. And Verity and the rest of friends, is there anything else that you wanted to ask Ferr?
Sorry.
Can I don't know if I'll see you again. I just wanted to meet and can I call Arsene over?
He's like, "Oh god, keep it together." Hello, Your Majesty. And he does like a little bow. Ferr's like, "I'm dead, son. You don't need to bow to me. Who's this?"
Oh, this is Arsene, Crown Prince of Caracat, and Arsene, this is my brother, Veril. He's dead. Arsene's not though.
No, he looks pretty alive. Veril stands up. Who's taller, Veril or Arsene?
Probably Veril.
Okay. So Veril is sort of like leaning a little bit over him and looks him up and down and says, "Is this your boyfriend?"
Yes.
Oh, you're banging one of the Caracats. That's royal. Literally. Oh, that's nice. And he like pats Arsene on the chest a couple times.
Verity, I really like your brother.
I just want you two to meet. If sorry, is Mum and Dad here? Are they?
No, if they were, I think they left before I got here. Good thing if they did. If they didn't know the truth.
So Andrea's trying to marry him.
Sorry, that's not funny. It's a little funny, but it's not funny, you know? It's just, of course, you have something, so she wants it, of course. That's her whole thing.
So then how do we kill her?
Knife to the chest, probably do it. Just a little, you know? That'd probably be fine. Poison, always great. A lot of people here died from poison. Ravens, hot raven girl could bring some ravens, just swoop her to death.
Okay.
That's definitely an option. We could burn her, we could swoop her to death, we could, you really like starting fires. I could start like a really big fire too.
Exactly. Fire. Great solution.
Mm-hmm. Fire and poison. We could poison and then burn her.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
We have options, I guess, is what we're getting at.
Look, what matters is that you get her away from the throne, all right? Like, I get it. I wasn't going to be a great king. We all know it, right? It's fine. It's fine, you know? Whatever, right? You're going to be fine. It's fine. But she's bad, you know? Like, there's passable royals like us. And then there's big old bitches like her. You know?
And you think like the gods would be okay with that? That I can just...
Of course. You don't think so?
Gods usually really love murder.
They do. Like we're all like, you know, oh, pray and be honorable and stuff. A lot of them just like, you know, just do it, right?
It's
like
kind of their thing.
If you say like for the honor of Lunaris or something, as you do it, I bet you'll get extra points.
Mm-hmm. You know, to put everything right, for the honor of my people, fire.
But I mean, if you get rid of her, that means I can go on to whatever's next. I could go to actual heaven.
Okay.
You don't seem to believe me.
Well, it's just that the last person that I killed, and then Andrea said that you can't do that because that's against the rules of the religion, and then I repented for a really long time.
Well, of course she said that. She's always used religion for what she wants to get away with. Have you talked to anyone else who serves the same discipline even? I mean, like, she just made herself our Sunday schools teacher and told us crap our whole lives. Like, of course we're gonna believe her, but like, come on, she killed her own brother. Who does that? I died to save your life. That's how family should be.
She does seem to be doing a lot of murdering herself and then saying murder's bad. Like, kind of a bit hypocritical.
Right? And I bet she was a bitch to you when you saw her last. Am I right? She probably sat down and was like, quiet, Verity. Be a proper lady. Right? Right? She said that, didn't she?
She is a bitch.
But I did kill someone.
And she wants to bang your bow.
No, I actually did kill somebody, though. Like,
who cares? Raise your hand if you killed somebody.
Am I there?
Like the entire bar raises their hands.
Yeah.
Ariana's
everybody
like,
but Arsene.
That's when I come in. I'm just like, me.
Brilliant and Arsene are like, doo-doo-doo.
Not me.
We're good. We're good kids.
Okay.
I'm glad you aren't dead, Verity. I mean, it would have been fun to hang out for longer. But, all said, we'll see you when you're actually dead, right? So.
And she's just gonna, like, sob and hug him.
Oh.
Just, like, ugly cry.
Oh. There.
Yeah, he's not a...
When that moment's over, do you think I could just pull Verity aside for a second?
I thought you were going to be like, Veryl.
Yeah.
He's going to go order another drink, so.
How mad would you be if I just had, just a little bit of alone time with your brother? Just, like, I mean, not ages, but just, like, would you be mad?
No, oh God, no.
Okay, because you're saying no, but your face looks kind of mad.
No, I mean, it's slightly weird, but I mean, honestly, he worked his way slowly through the Naris before he died. I mean, actually, not slowly at all, but yeah, no, I mean, why should after death be any different?
You worked his way through most of the
Naris. So, there's that.
Not today, anyway. Okay, well, do you want another drink?
Yes, multiple. And maybe just do you have one more of those, like, calming thing?
Sure.
Yeah, one of those and a couple of shots and
all right. Good. So we'll enjoy some recreational calm emotions.
Mm-hmm.
And everyone will try to stay hydrated. Fenner, don't die. Would you weigh 40 pounds?
Really? He's just trying to get Fenner to drink water and failing miserably.
Yeah, she's only 40 pounds.
Yeah, she's little.
Jesus.
She's a little baby.
Yeah, someone needs to take care of her. Maybe you can like make a nest for her before you go to have your night, Lenore.
She'll just sit and eat some good berries before she goes to bed.
Oh, she got the munchies.
Mm-hmm. I'll leave some ravens to watch over her. I know that will be comforting.
I feel like Fenner will be like just outside, like, leave me alone. You damn birds. Just like quoting the raven at them.
Yes.
I'm sorry, I'm just trying to show you, like, what I'm hearing. It's like like, it's impossible to hear any of you.
Dolphins.
Wild
Very
dolphins.
bad raven noises.
Very sexy dolphins. Well,
I did not catch any of that.
That's all right. We're at the end. We did it. That's another episode of Darkness and Dragons. Thank you guys for coming to watch us in this new episode with Level Up Dice as our host. We hope you liked it for our new friends. And don't forget that starting in approximately 25 minutes, our after show is starting. So you can come in the chat and ask us questions and drill us on terrible decision making.
Take this time to pee, make yourself a jam and tonic.
Yeah.
Yes.
If you really want it. That's what I'm doing.
Exactly. Jam and tonics all around. And you can join us on Level Up Dice on Twitch. And we'd be happy to have you there and hang out. So, as always, thanks for tuning in. You can join the Darkness and Dragons community by following us here on Twitch, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, or wherever you get your podcasts. If you want to find more about me online, I am a regular on the XP Billionaires podcast, and I also write for Geek Girl Authority. Laura, where can people find more of you?
Everything is at Dark Moon Dice.
Easy. Luna.
On Instagram at Luna_moon_C.
Michael.
Notes, reviews on pretty much everything, and I've got a new project that I'm working on that I'll hope to unveil soon.
Ooh.
So I'm very excited about that.
Bree.
You can find me at Fortune Favors or hanging out and doing a bunch of stuff with Level Up Dice.
Ian.
You can find me on Instagram and on this old fun platform, Twitch here at Shrycool. Or if you want to follow me on Twitter, it's a personal Twitter. It's at Ian Paraskis.
And Hannah, last but not least.
You can find me on Instagram at Hannah Allier, or if you're looking for some lovely leather dice bags at Bag of Holding, also on Instagram.
Awesome. So don't forget, if you want to tune into our after show, it starts tonight at 9:30, which is about 25 minutes away, and we will be back next week with more exciting and horrible decision making.
Our special
Hooray!
And we'll all get to find out, and I'm going to make Lenore roll to see how good her sex is. So tune in for that.
she is in her older form here, so
Did she cast
Yeah.
guidance on herself for this? That's what I want to know.
I can bardically inspire.
Yeah.
I mean,
anything.
if anything, shouldn't she cast guidance on him?
Ooh. Yeah,
Nice.
All right.
we'll see.
Thanks,
Tune in next
everybody,
week.
and have a great night.
See you soon.
Day after day, I get angry, and I will play Dungeons and Dragons.